Here we are. We are live.
They don't hate me.
Usher.
It's California.
Like I used to. They've been on savage like I used to. I'm really trying to say it, but I miss you late.
Whoa. All right. This is a surprise for me. I have no clue who Hire Me Hero is. Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow. Okay. You said this was a surprise, Richard.
Dave, I am the superhero of staffing. If you need a job, who do you call? You call a superhero. Hire me, hero. We'll fly to your town and find you a job.
Wow, you got a rap
well,
there. Super sexy.
Yeah. Wow. On that note, wow, we have Raquel Borras. Wow, it's great to have you back, Raquel.
Hi, woohoo!
Raquel, you're one of my favorite fans, Raquel. As a
I know.
superhero,
One of your favorite
I am
fans?
so excited to hear your
What year did you
story
start,
about
Raquel?
personal branding.
1984?
What year was I what?
What year did you start? 1984 or 85? On LinkedIn? You've been on LinkedIn for about 20 years now?
I'm a dinosaur on LinkedIn. 7 years? I mean,
7 years.
That's like dinosaur talk. For
All right. Well, I am going to turn it over. This is Staffing Shark Week. So, and here's the Staffing Shark, Richard Rosner. Take it over, buddy.
Hey, Dave, I'm not the staffing shark. I'm a hire me hero. I'm here to find people jobs. And we got Raquel here. Personal branding. I go to parades. I go to all kid events, hospitals. I'm here to help everybody have fun. And we got Raquel here, so I figured I would show up on Staffing Shark Week just for Raquel because we are doing personal branding. Raquel, I'm so happy to have you here.
Thank
the
you.
superhero is one of your favorite fans. So I want you to take it away and tell us about yourself.
All right, superhero, or what is it? Hire me hero. Raquel Borras here. Hey. So I do personal branding. I have for almost a year now. I just started my own business in January. And it's called True to You Branding. So I do consulting and, I like to have fun. That's why I'm on this show because that's part of my brand. And speaking of branding, I saw you guys had my good friend yesterday, Michael Ray.
Yes.
Yes, Michael Ray's a superhero in my eyes.
Yes, I actually FaceTimed him right after the show to ask him how it went. So, but like with personal branding, same thing. Like his brand is fun, smiles, and so he does it really well. And I think that's like where it's at. You got to have something that people remember you by. So,
wow,
you're totally right, Raquel. Tell us some stories about yourself, like in the branding era, in LinkedIn and Instagram. What makes you excited? And tell us some good stories about that.
Okay. Gosh. Well, we don't have a week.
We have all day.
I mean, you could have me on every day and I would still have a story to tell.
Yeah. I'm being quiet on this one.
I don't know where to begin. I'm a Cali girl. That's why I had you guys play Usher, but the Cali part didn't come on, which is unfortunate. But from born and raised in San Diego. I'm here in Northern Virginia. And I'm kind of in a place right now where I want to move back.
No, you don't.
Because I can do everything, my business, I can do it remotely. So as long as I have the internet and a computer, I'm good. Or even, I don't even need a computer. I can use my phone. But so I am just trying to, live a happy life, inspire others, educate others. Right? Because when people, talk about personal branding, there's a lot of times they're kind of confused as to what that means.
Yes.
So I'm kind of living a life in the sense where I'm showing you guys who I am, and that is my personal brand. That makes sense. Like I don't really sell my services. It's more of like, hey, this is me. And because I'm showing who I am, and people, I guess, like David think, we already feel like we know each other, right? For so long,
Yeah.
We talk every now and then, but it's because of with the way that we've been able to kind of portray ourselves on social media in a way where we feel like we know each other already. We know, it's great. So I think that's where personal branding, that's the key. And that's where a lot of people need to understand that is that it's really is putting yourself out there in a way where we know who you are. So when you're not on the camera and I meet you, just at the local coffee shop, you're like, hey, you're the same person that you are.
Yeah.
All these crazy lives. Yes,
I love that about you. Yes, that is so genuine. You tell us, what kind of customers are you reaching out to, or clients, or people? What's your vision, Raquel?
Well, I work with all kinds of clients, but I do love a good small business owner because they seem to be very passionate about their business, because obviously small business owners are kind of, blood, sweat, and tears when it comes to opening up, if it's a restaurant or if it's an online business. And so I love to work with those type of clients because they have a story. And it's so important to share their story and their experiences and their experience leading up to opening up their business or doing what they do. Because I think that's where a lot of people miss out on. There's an opportunity. Everyone likes to talk about like the end result and the successes. I think more and more people want to see the behind the scenes. They want to see the failures, because we all fail at one point. And so people want to hear that. They want to hear why you're doing what you're doing. I think that's like where the fun is. And
it is.
Yeah, so that's how I like to work with the small business owners, because it's getting in there and really like getting into where the messy stuff is and exposing that.
That is so awesome. Raquel, this is something that I love to do. Is when I go and I see kids and they want pictures with me, adults, I'm making somebody's life happy. And that's what life's about. Superheroes are great because they're always there to pick people up out of their seat and into the universe, like I am going to do with Dave Wilson.
Wow. I'm still sitting here in amazement because I have no clue what you are. I knew you're a superhero, but you did throw me for a curve. You said, well, Raquel, I got something that's a surprise, and this is good for her.
You're very 90s superhero. You have like a 90s vibe going on.
That's what you're supposed to be. The superheroes from the 90s were the rockers, right?
Oh, my God. Well, I want to tell you a short story about Raquel. It's not those stories, Raquel. Well, when I learned with social media, the Facebook and all that, then I come to LinkedIn. Well, of course, Raquel's all over the place, and I learned from her and watching people learning what they do. So I watched her one day, and my wife would always be like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, damn it, how does she do this? How does she get all these people? She was in a I know you're going to laugh at this, but it was a dental office. It was a dental office, right?
Yeah.
And you had the patient sitting in the chair, and she I didn't know it was you, but you had your mask on, and she was going there ready to do the person's teeth, and she turned around there. It's Raquel, but she was helping the dentist office
to be like the dentist, because the dentist is one of my clients, so we did a role reversal.
But what a way to get her to agree to that. My point there is, I learned what that company was right away. I would have remembered that. If I was in that area, I'd be, that's the one,
Right. But that's why also I feel that when I talk to people, I'm very kind of upfront of like, hey, I think outside of the box. I like to get creative. You have to be open-minded with things because you have to stand out. You have to be different. Yeah. So if you're not willing to do that, then it's just not going to work. At least not with me, right? Maybe there's someone else who will be able to work with them. But I mean, as you can see, I'm a goofball, and I'm a little, kind of out there, but
I'm not going to argue with that. Trust me, everybody. I'm going to tell you stories, but I'm going to let Richard get back to Richard because I'm not going there right now. Go ahead.
I am Harvey here. Richard's not here today. Richard's out there finding people jobs just like I am. We work together.
Busy.
This is the superhero part of Harvey Hero.
But as crazy as this is right now, people are going to remember that great red whatever you have on right now. We're gonna forget about the blue men.
And you know what? The star's always on. So you know what? We're all about having a good time.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us a little bit more about yours. I mean, you got so much stuff on social media. I mean, does it take up all your time all day, or do you have people work for you, or is it all your original content?
It's all my original content. I am proud to say that I am big on having original content. And, even someone like Michael, his is all original too. And he just gets in front of the camera and just starts smiling and trying to, make other people smile and be happy. And it works, right? Like he's just being himself. So it's the same thing with me where none of my content is scheduled. Like yesterday I didn't post anything because there was just nothing that I felt I needed to post about. So I skipped yesterday, but I made sure to still engage. So I was still engaging with other people's content and still, making comments and liking and still being visible in that way. But otherwise, I just I go with the flow. I think that's what makes me different too, is that I refuse to do it the way that everyone thinks that you need to do it. You can still be successful. You can still have a brand. You can still do all of this without doing it, going with everybody, along, what was it, going with the grain? So I go against the grain.
We had a comment here. Bob said, can't forget this. See?
I know. And you can't unsee it either.
I'm everywhere. Remember that. If you need a job, you're going to call who? The Hire Me.
Oh my God. But yeah, no. So I am actually going to be a social media coach on a new app that's coming out next month. I'm really excited because I have a call with the creator after this. And that's where I'm going to get to start uploading all my content on that platform, on that app. And so then anybody that wants to essentially be coached by me, they can go to that app and it's a monthly subscription. And then I prompt them every day with content, what to post. And that's nice. To their social media platform. So if you're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn, you have it all on a dashboard. You go ahead and do your post it on those platforms, and then you get real-time engagement. You'll get to see how that post is doing. And so it's a really cool concept. I feel super honored to have been asked to be on it because there's just going to be 5 of us for now. And I'm hoping that that's kind of where I can drive a lot of businesses over to that platform because it'll allow me to have more clients because I won't be necessarily one-on-one. I'll still have the option for people that want like actual brand strategy and want a crazy creative mind to help them. But as far as like content and just knowing what to post, that app is going to be perfect because there's so many people out there that they don't really have the time. They want to be told what to do, and so this is like perfect for those people. So I'm excited.
Awesome.
Yes. And it's called Social Coach, by the way.
Social Coach.
I have to put a plug in.
Wow. I'm still looking at him.
I know are you like on a green screen thing and so it looks like you're wearing
No, I am a superhero, Raquel.
Okay, sorry.
I am a superhero, Raquel.
She's a superhero.
Do we have any more questions, Dave?
I was
really scared right now.
Yeah. I'm going to say something about Raquel again listen, I got a lot of great stories, but I don't have, like she said, I don't have all day. Because sometimes you see Raquel in the morning. Sometimes you see her then in the afternoon. And then sometimes you see her at dinner time. And then sometimes you see her at 2:00 in the morning because if you can't sleep. You never know with her. You never, ever know when she's going to appear because either she's in a mood. That's what I've learned. I've told her a couple times for coaching. It's like, she says, just do what you have to do. Just do it. And I'm like, wow, you really put yourself out there. But on that point, I'm going to back it up because she's helped me. It is about branding, being yourself. Because I've asked you numerous times, what do people think about you? And you even told me, don't worry about it, be yourself.
Yeah. Well, yeah, believe me, we all know that there's plenty of people that think different things about me. And you know what? I just turned 45. And as you get older, you start kind of not caring what people think. And you just kind of own who you are. And I'm just getting more and more comfortable in my skin. And, I'm not everyone's cup of tea, and that's okay.
What's he doing?
I don't know.
I have no clue. Oh, my God. Well, do you have another question there? Hire Me Hero?
Oh my God.
Out of questions. I just want to thank Raquel for coming today. I mean, this is awesome. It's all about personal branding, people. Get out there, be creative, and love life. Right, Raquel?
Yes. At the end of the day, I just want people to be happy and smile and I like to radiate as much positivity as possible. So that's essentially my brand. So I live by that. So when I post or whatever I do, it's that's kind of my philosophy. So
Yeah.
for anybody out there, same thing. Like, just think about what makes you happy and what you're passionate about, and share that with the world.
Alrighty. Well, that's
You're
awesome.
passionate about superheroes. Share that
And
with
then we got to do this. Richard sent me a message and said for Staffy Shark Week, 1, 2, 3, we got to do shark. Okay, you ready, Raquel?
I like that. Like a
No,
Yep, I
like,
just say shark.
oh,
Okay,
one
round 1,
superhero.
2, 3, go.
Shark!
I don't know.
I
Well,
want to thank Richard and everybody from Staffy Shark Week and Dave and Raquel for having me on the show. I got to get out of here because I got to save the day and find people jobs. But thank you again.
all right. Thanks, everybody. And we'll be back this afternoon. And thanks, Raquel. And let's just make sure, don't stand up, Richard, please. Let's see.